I feel like I've said this phrase a lot lately. Chainsaw Man was the most anticipated anime of 2022. Hopefully, this is the last time I say it. Chainsaw Man was the biggest anime to air this fall season, and it wasn't even close. Just look at the view count its trailers got before it started airing. I wish my videos could even reach the 10th of its view count. Enough wishful thinking, let's get back to the topic at hand. Now that Chainsaw Man's first season is over, did it meet the hype surrounding it? I'm bound to make people mad with this take, but no. At least, I don't think so. Now don't get me wrong, I like Chainsaw Man, a lot, but I believe nothing could have met the expectations placed on it. To a newcomer to the series like me, the hype didn't do it any favors. However, I'm not here to judge the hype, I'm here to review Chainsaw Man on its own merits. So let's see how Chainsaw Man turned out. In a world ravaged by demons that feed on the fear of humans, we follow Denji, an orphaned young man whose dream is to just live a normal life, but was dealt the worst hand you could imagine. His father was indebted to the Yakuza, and after his death, Denji now has to pay it off. However, he has no way to pay it back. That is, until he rescues a dying devil dog named Pochita, the cutest, goodest boy out there. Together, Denji and Pochita survive by doing odd jobs, selling his organs like his right eye, one of his kidneys, and one of his crown jewels, and by killing devils for the Yakuza using Pochi's power. They keep doing that for a while until they're betrayed by the Yakuza and killed by the zombie devil. After getting killed, mangled, and thrown away in the trash along with Pochita, Pochita saves Denji by sacrificing himself and giving him his heart, turning Denji into a devil-human hybrid, and with that, Chainsaw Man is born. Denji kills off the zombie-turned Yakuza and the zombie devil, and then just stands there. That is until the public safety devil hunters appear with Makima and recruit Denji under the condition he becomes their dog, and if he disobeys or runs away, he'll be hunted down and killed. However, as long as Denji gets to live a normal life, eat warm food, and has a roof over his head, he doesn't care. So he joins them. However, after he actually achieves that dream, he now has another goal to pursue, to touch boobs. What a fine gentleman. Now, Denji works as a devil hunter under Makima's special squad along with Aki Hayakawa and Power. Chainsaw Man's story is actually one of the most refreshing in the shonen genre. Instead of the usual trope where the main character wants to be the very best, like no one ever was, Denji's dreams are actually really simple and relatable. To live a normal life, to be able to put jam and butter on bread, to have a roof over his head, to touch boobs. All of them are normal, human dreams, and that actually makes Denji one of my most favorite shonen main characters. In fact, most of the motives of the main cast are actually quite human. Chainsaw Man's world is broken, and the people that live in it are very broken, but that's what makes its story so good. Now, let's meet the members of the special squad. First up is our boy, Denji. Denji is brash and naive, but that's what you'd expect from a boy who never received a formal education due to living in extreme poverty. However, he's always willing to save those in danger, and despite his shortcomings, he's a very kind-hearted person. His dreams, however, are a different story. After achieving his dream of living a normal life, his next objectives are fueled by his sexual desire. He'd even get into very dangerous situations just to cop a feel. Truly, the most relatable main character there is. Just one warning, never get into a fight with Denji. He always goes for the nuts, just as Aki. Speaking of whom, up next, we have Aki Hayakawa. Aki seems very mature, and he's very blunt to the point that he may be considered rude. However, he has a heart of gold. He tries to get Denji to quit to keep him away from danger. That's all of course before he knew of Denji's circumstances. Also, unlike most people in the special squad, Aki still grieves and cries for his lost partners, making him the most normal one there. Next up, we have Power. The Blood Fiend, which means she works under the same conditions as Denji. She can't quit or run away, or she'll be hunted. Power is childish, greedy, and likes to boast how she's superior over everyone else. However, she does care about one thing, or should I say, one pet. Power cares for her cat, Meowie, very deeply. So much so to the point that she'd actually sacrifice Denji to the Bat Devil to save Meowie. But when she sees Meowie getting eaten, she loses her will to fight and lets herself be eaten. However, when Denji saves her and Miaui, she starts caring for Denji, and they become friends and kind of like his little sister. Finally, we have Makima, a high-ranking public safety devil hunter.
私は特別に鼻が利くんだ。
At first, Makima seems like a nice person, and even helps Denji achieve his dreams. However, it turns out that she's cunning, and basically gets Denji to accomplish her goals by promising him to have a romantic and sexual relationship with him. As an anime only, I still don't know how I should feel about Makima. I mean, I like her, but right now, I feel like I shouldn't.
人間は汚い嘘をつく。わしはやれって言われたんだ。
Okay, I love her. Now, we come to probably the most disputed point about the anime. Its animation. Studio Mappa used CGI for the animation, and in my honest opinion, it looks fantastic. Yes, it's obvious sometimes, but the team deserves a heap of praise for making CGI look good in anime, and we all know that that's not an easy feat. I myself would like to see Season 2 of Chainsaw Man continuing with the same animation style. Even though the animation has a lot of people arguing about it, I doubt that people argue about its music and sound. Whoever was in charge of music, and especially the EDs, deserves a raise. A banger OP by Kenshi Yonezu that's filled to the brim with movie references, which shows mangaka Tatsuki Fujimoto's love for movies, and the fact that each episode has a different ED, they really went all out on it. You don't need to like every ED, but the fact that there's a different one each episode accompanied with different visuals, that needs to be respected and appreciated. Chainsaw Man's team and staff really poured their heart out into this adaptation, and it shows how much they care for the series. Is it overhyped? Yes, and I don't think that's something to argue about. However, is Chainsaw Man fantastic and worth a watch? Oh god, yes. It didn't disappoint and turned out to be one of the best anime this year.